Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever weekly podcast for Aim for the Eye. I'm Omar, and I'm here with David, and we're going to talk a bit about. Thank you. Going to talk a bit about E3, what we want to see, what we don't want to see, predictions, etc. It's just a week away now, so we'll start with the Xbox One. I think we can both agree it had a pretty poor reception.
Pretty poor
when it first started, when it was first announced. No one's a fan of the way it's forcing you to pay for pre-owned games twice, the way it's gonna make you be online for 24 hours, the way it's gonna not care about games and only be a TV.
It's as if, right, they tried to monopolize gaming because they're like, yeah, everyone plays the Xbox 360. We can do what we want. No one's gonna stop playing the Xbox. It's like, no, you can't, man. There's other consoles, but it's like, right. I was thinking, what if a separate company came in and they made a console that can only play PC games, so they don't have to.
A PC?
No, sort of, but it's a console. So instead of just playing PC games, right, on a PC, you'd have a console. Because what you get with a console is it just plays games. So it'd just be a PC that just plays games. You can look at Facebook, you can do this, you can do that, and it'd just be really simple and nice to use. And the third company could very easily do that.
There is some stuff. I mean, there's that new Android device they're announcing at E3, Project Momo, I think it's called, and it's hooked up to Google Play, so you can play any game that's on Google Play. But as someone pointed out, those games are designed for phones. Like, have to stick in your hand. Why would you then put it on a 50-inch TV and do that? That's a pile of poo. But what I think about the Xbox One is the best-selling console game of all time is Kinect Sport, which is a load of poo, because Kinect Sport came with every single. I mean, sorry, not Kinect Sport. Wii Sport. Because Wii Sport was shipped with every single Wii ever.
Every single Wii.
So and they counted, and Nintendo fudged those statistics and presented them to us, saying, "Look, we've got the best game, we've got the most popular game ever." Blah blah blah. But what I think Xbox did was they looked at Kinect Sport and thought, or like Kinect Adventures, and thought, "Oh my god, we've sold so many units of this. Everyone must love the Kinect. Everyone must love entertainment and children's games and stuff like that." And they're going to start doing that. But whereas Nintendo fudged statistics a little better in our eyes, Microsoft have fudged statistics and fucked themselves in the eye.
They fucked themselves in the eye.
They
aimed for their own eye. Is that what happened?
Well, they're hoping to announce 13 new titles at E3 this year. So on the flip side, we've got the PS4, which is supposed to be delivering 40 new titles, I believe. Let's have a look, including Beyond Two Souls, Destiny.
Gran Turismo 6, that's a game that a lot of people look forward to playing.
Destiny's interesting because obviously that's on Xbox as well. Gran Turismo 6, I don't know, it's
got a massive fan base.
It has got, but that's more like a Sony fanboy fan base.
Is it?
Because it's their Forza. It's just like a generic exclusive title that everyone loves because it's an exclusive title. We've got a new Infamous, which I'm not too sure about because
the last Infamous is quite good.
It was good, but it's Assassin's Creed 2 was great.
It was pretty great.
And this is going to be the next. This is going to be if it's Infamous Second Son, this is going to be the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which wasn't good. That was terrible.
I can dig it.
We've got another Killzone and another Killzone. The Last of Us, which obviously is PS3 and PS4. I assume.
Which one's The Last of Us?
The mobile one? No, that really morbid. It's the new Heavy Rain.
Oh.
It looks like this, it looks good.
Well, Heavy Rain was stupid. It was so buggy. They released it too early.
No, I don't mean new Heavy Rain. Just that, as in like that PS3 exclusive that's very cinematic and everyone's going to really enjoy and does quite unique stuff. We got a new Wolfenstein, which I believe is on the Xbox as well. So and many more. So that should be interesting. That looks like that. I think PS4 are doing the whole we're a games console because I was a massive fan of the PS2. Everyone was a massive fan of the PS2, and I preferred the Xbox, despite the Xbox being the faster, more powerful console. And now, and if you look back and play the Xbox, the same game on the Xbox as on the PS2, the graphics, especially ones just for. The one that springs to mind is Conquer Live and Reloaded.
Fable had amazing graphics.
And Fable, Fable was an Xbox exclusive as well. They just look so good compared to PS2 games. But then when the Xbox 360 came out, I switched to Xbox, and I definitely preferred that, even though the PS3 was the more powerful machine. But now it's looking like I'm going to do a zigzag and go back to the PS4 is my predominant thing. Especially the main reason I don't like the PS3 is the controller.
Oh, dude,
I can't use that controller. So to see them releasing a meaty controller with something new, that looks quite interesting. I might have to invest in that. But they do seem to be targeting the gaming.
Do either have backwards compatibility?
No, neither do.
Neither do. See, that's the thing, man. Nintendo, they're always on it with backwards compatibility. Yeah. They always do. Like, even when they released Wind Waker for the GameCube, because it didn't have backwards compatibility, they gave you Ocarina of Time with it, because they love their fan base.
And that's the thing that Nintendo are doing now, is I think they're not at E3. What they're doing is they're doing a stream.
Ooh.
Rather than having a booth at E3, they're streaming all across the internet. And the reason behind that, I feel, is that their fans are stuck by them when the press haven't, and I think they're trying to do a whole, we love you guys are awesome, here's some stuff for you. But I think it was Yahtzee that said it, that backwards compatibility, it means you're starting with a new console with only, say you get 10 new titles on release, nice round number, you've got a console with only 10 games on it. Whereas if you have backwards compatibility, you've got a console with 10 plus every other game that's ever been released on the Xbox or the PS3 on it, and that's such a better way to start.
Yeah.
And I understand that I don't understand. I'm not claiming to be a scientist here, but I know there are reasons why they can't play the previous discs. But I mean, look how massive the Xbox One is. You could easily stick another disc drive in there. You could just stick a CDR in there and just.
Well, the new Xboxes play Blu-rays, don't they?
No,
they don't.
Well, the new PS3 does.
PS3
Xbox picked the losing side. They had HD.
Oh, they had HD DVDs,
and that didn't work.
It didn't work.
So moving on, games. What games we're most looking forward to? You mentioned Smash Brothers.
I am looking forward.
You say you're looking forward to it, but you don't have a Wii U.
I don't have a Wii U.
Are you going to buy a Wii U?
Would I buy a Wii U? But the thing is, right, HD games, right, don't exist on the Wii. They don't exist. And Smash Brothers in HD.
Because the Wii isn't an HD.
Yeah, the Wii isn't an HD console, but Zelda would look amazing in HD. Mario would look pretty freaking amazing in HD. Smash Brothers would look stunning in HD. And there's no reason. I don't know why. I really want a Wii U just to play.
Will it be Will it be my Pokemon? As soon as they announced Pokemon on 3DS, I went out and bought 3DS.
I bought 3DS.
Are you gonna go out and buy a Wii U? If you look at Super Smash Brothers, and it's HD, and it's Link has got a shiny prepubescent face. Mario's got some 5 o'clock shadow.
Denim's going on. So,
exactly.
Oh yeah, that's real denim.
Nice denim texture.
Yeah. Ooh.
Will you? Will you have to?
I think I would, because they deserve. What if they change the gameplay to be in HD? Pardon?
What if they change the gameplay?
They wouldn't. The same guys working on it.
So
they wouldn't the other two.
What if they did? Not immensely, but obviously there's a minute difference between Melee and Brawl.
Well, actually, the guy who created them said that Melee was the better, more refined game. He spent over a year working on Melee, and he spent over a year working on it, had no breaks, and he said that it was ruining his life working on this game. But when it was released, he was like, "This is the best game I've ever created." And then after they brought him back to make Brawl, actually when they released the new information on Brawl, they hadn't even called him to say, "Do you want to work on this game?" They called him afterwards and said, "Do you want to be the director?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So the new one, he's already working on it. So they couldn't. He takes a very I'm in
but
control
I meant
approach.
more just in the sense that, for example, in Super Smash Brothers,
Meta Knight's overpowered kind of thing.
Well, no, I just mean Pikachu and Snake are the same size, for example, pretty much. You know what I mean? Whereas obviously Bowser and Ganondorf are the bigger characters, and Donkey Kong's the bigger character.
But he's not that much bigger.
Yeah, but Pikachu and Solid Snake are the same kind of rough size. They're the smaller characters. I just mean in terms of, for example, if they went HD and decided to go realistic as well, so you have a Pikachu, a Solid Snake, a Bowser, that kind of thing. If they really, and obviously you can't jump as high and punches do more damage and things like that. Not changing the core gameplay of when you pick up the controller, you know what buttons to press, but changing the core gameplay in it feels different to play. Would you still buy it? Or would you have to try it out?
I'd have to like give it a demo play in like a shop, but I don't think they do that because the whole point of Melee and Brawl is that every character is equal. If you get good with a character, you'd be able to beat any other character. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel playing that game. It's like no one here is too overpowered apart from Meta Knight, and the second one is way too fast. And is it the third one? Yeah, it's the third one. I don't know, it's way too fast, and they're like, nah, I can't beat him. So it's like banned him from certain games.
From tournaments. Okay, we've discussed Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Let's talk about Destiny.
What's Destiny?
The new one from Bungie.
I don't know much about it.
It's more of a sprawling RPG-esque first-person shooter.
Ooh.
Are you looking forward to that, or are you apprehensive?
Halo is one of my favourite games of all time, and that is made by Bungie. And I'd give it a bash just because I love Bungie. If they made Halo and Halo's that good, I think they can't.
They've got a wealth of experience under their belt.
They do making FPSs. They're pretty well knowledgeable about it. You could ask them, like, you're going to sort it out. It'd probably be a great game, but I don't know. It's one of those games where I'd buy it when it gets cheap, kind of thing. Especially unless it has a massive multiplayer and stuff. Yeah, then I'll be like, yeah.
Which it will do because it's Bungie. That's the thing. It's like Halo. Part of what was revolutionary about Halo wasn't so much the gameplay; it was like the multiplayer. It was one of the first, because obviously the first 3 Call of Duties I think didn't have any online.
They didn't. Yeah.
I'm not sure if the first up to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I'm not sure. I don't think there was a really big online community, if at all, any online play. Don't quote me on that. But like Halo was a big
from the
get go. It was the game that like everyone kind of played. I was never a massive fan, but then because I was on the PS2, so I never really had. No, there weren't any really multiplayer. I mean, the biggest multiplayer game that we played was Star Wars Battlefront. And we never played it because we had to hook up your Ethernet connect cable and do loads of guff, and that was like completely alien to. We had no idea how anyone would ever manage to do that. In the same way that I'd never bought an iToy because like it was the iToys. No one owns an iToy. Ooh.
Yeah. See, I had the iToy. I had a little game called where you box things, and it was pretty great. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't. The Xbox is always charged for their online. They've never not charged for it, and I assume the new PlayStation won't charge for their online.
I assume.
And £40 a year, it's not a lot compared to but it's a game a year. It's just a game. You could have a game rather than having online.
But there are lots of shit games out there.
There are lots of shit
How many hours have we spent on cumulatively online? On Red Dead Redemption, on GTA, on Halo?
There are a lot of
hours. A lot of man hours clocked in there. Let's move on. Wolfenstein.
I've never really been a massive fan of Wolfenstein.
Did you play the latest one?
I didn't.
Just Wolfenstein. It was surprisingly good.
Surprisingly
for a 12th title in a series or whatever it is.
Is it the 12th title?
It wasn't. I'm making that number up, but it's
quite far along.
But it was actually really. It was. I mean, the mechanics weren't. I mean, the mechanics were good, but like. The gameplay was just a bit generic first-person shooter, but the way they spiced it up, they zhuzhed it up with a few things, and it was worth $9.99 from the bargain basket, which is when I played it. It was pretty good. And finally, Rare are supposedly showing a historic character at E3. Who would you like it to be? I think my answer is obviously going to be Conker. Because it was that was my favourite game of all time ever. I'm also a massive fan of Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to see them do something good again. Because that Banjo 3 was supposedly gonna be come out, and then apparently it became Banjo Nuts and Bolts, which was a pile of poo because there was nothing on it.
Yeah.
But like, I interviewed the creative director of Rare, and she loved. I think she loved Conquer as much as I did. She was a massive fan, so I think everyone wants to see that.
Everyone wants to see some Conquer.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do Rare do? They do.
Well,
They don't do James Bond games anymore, do
well,
they?
no, there was GoldenEye, there was Banjo and Kazooie, there was Conker's Bad Fur Day,
There
and
was
now
Donkey Kong games.
now it's all Connect Sport. There was Donkey Kong games, obviously Connect Sport now. I'm trying to imagine that rare symbol on
Yeah,
things.
rare symbol on games.
Yeah,
Ooh, I mean, back in day, in N64 day, they were
the ones.
They were the one person that made amazing games that constantly made them.
Consistently, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's probably, to be honest, it's gonna be Banjo and Kazooie, isn't it? Because they've already made games,
Yeah.
but then they're still.
They've made games for the current gen, so they'll probably do it
with
again.
Conquer, they've done nothing since.
Also,
Definitely.
Conker's seems like too much of a risky thing now.
It's risky. There's a
for
very
giant poos
finite,
and things like that. Yeah.
finite base for them.
Okay,
Base.
so we want to see from Xbox. We want to see games, more games, less TV.
Less
Maybe
TV.
something that maybe they'll.
Oh, did I tell you, right? I was watching Sky on my Xbox, right? I was like, okay, I'm watching Sky on my Xbox. This is pretty great. I don't need my Sky box or anything. It's through the Ethernet. It's pretty good. And there's always much lag and stuff, and it's quite high quality. And then I pressed the B button, and I went back, and I was sitting in a lounge. My avatar was sitting in a lounge, and I was like, what? I'm in my lounge. In my lounge, watching someone sit in a lounge, watch the TV.
Because the idea is, what you can do is you can invite, when people are in your party, they sit in the lounge with you, and you can do like emoticons and stuff in the air. So when you watch a film, you can be like, oh, I'm so sad at this film, it's sad. Blah.
Put your Xbox Live headsets on, have an Xbox party, watch them.
No, because then every time someone talks, the sound of the movie goes down. Anyway,
no, have headsets.
Xbox.
But even then, I was like,
Xbox.
This is
we
silly.
want to see more games, less TV, and we want them to do something about pre-owned games and 24-hour online and 10 top 10 friends list that can borrow your games. Borrowing games is the one for me. I can kind of understand the money grabbing tendencies behind pre-owned games.
Yeah,
I can understand the money grabbing tendencies behind wanting to monopolize TV, but I can't understand not letting someone borrow a game. I mean, I can see how there's for a console you can't tell the difference between renting a game. I mean, buying a pre-owned game and borrowing a game. But like, that's what kids do, man. We used to take your memory card and your game around to your mate's house, and then when the 360 came out and they got rid of memory cards, you used to take your whole console and a game round, and then they had and then like. Occasionally you took a hard drive around, but rarely, because I was always terrified of them breaking. Then it was the cloud, so you could just save stuff to the cloud, and that was great. And then I could just bring my game around, and it's like you have to sign into your profile just to play the game that you want. But it's like, no, man, if I want to lend my mate a game, just let me lend the game anyway. So we want to see less of that and just more good games.
But,
maybe an apology. I'd like to see an apology from Xbox saying, "Sorry, guys, I know we've been bit dicks."
We don't.
It was our time of the month. You know, let's just move on.
So, but I was thinking, right? Can you think of 10 people that you'd lend games to? Over 10 people. Josh.
My cousins.
Because
three of them.
There's 3 of them. But like over 10, I can't think of over 10. Unless it was like, oh, hey, David, yeah, a friend came around and like, hey, can I borrow a game? I'd be like, yeah, sure, go for it. But that's the only time that's the only thing that's going to change. But then when a friend comes around and asks for a game, can I borrow this? That you never see it again.
Yeah,
you never see that game again. Yeah. Fuck it, that game's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. I still 007 Nightfire Anish. Still got it. Okay, from year 6. I don't fucking remember. Anyway, from PS3, we want that full list of games. PS3 are doing good, man. All we really want to see are some promising new titles, new IPs.
Well, they've been pretty hush. They're kind of letting Xbox have this massive cathartic journey.
Yeah, letting them shoot themselves in the foot.
Just watching from the
step over the corpse and be like, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we've still got a great console here.
I'd like to see some more independent titles, some more new games that no one's ever seen before, like Destiny. Maybe not from big studios, so like Rare, from Bungie. You know, some good-looking games I'd like to see, and I'd just like to see more of Watch Dogs as well. Because I'd love to see some GTA. I'd be really happy to see that. Nintendo.
Is GTA going to get released on the new consoles? Because I know it's being released on these consoles.
I imagine at some point it will. If Arkham City got released on the Wii, then get released, I'm sure.
But the Wii U was like, okay, this is a console that matches the Xbox 360 and the PS3. It wasn't like this is a console that's better than the Xbox 360 and PS3. It just matched it in terms of like
maybe
computing power.
Well, I think I'm just wishful thinking. I'd like to see, but like Watch Dogs is being released on both.
Yeah, that's what's being released on. But I saw an interview with someone and it was like, yeah, you really want to get it on the new console, so it looks like 10 times better because it's taking advantage of the new console's abilities.
I can dig it.
Would you reckon they'd release old games, but with the new tag on them? So PS4, GTA 4 kind of thing?
No.
Well, not GTA 4, but recent games?
No.
You don't think they would?
No. Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Crossing's being released next week. I
Ooh.
think I'm going to pick that up.
I
28 quid. 28 quid on Amazon.
Which console is it for? The DS?
3DS, yeah. New Pokemon. Maybe release a bit more of the Pokedex, a bit more of the map.
Ooh,
show something off.
No, see, that's the thing though with new Pokemon. I don't want to see stuff. I'd see the starters and stuff, but
I want them to show us how it's going because I did that with Black and White. Black and White was shit, so whatever.
It wasn't.
It was. I hated Black and White. They did the Elite Four wrong. They did the time.
The Elite Four was terribly wrong. Dark, Psychic, and Fighting. What the fuck's the point of that, man? Everyone and Ghost. I was like, no, these are all silly. They're all very similar to each other. The champion was pretty nice. They're pretty cool though.
I want to see Super Smash Bros.
I can dig it.
I want to see some Pokemon. I want to buy some Animal Crossing.
Buy some Animal Crossing. That's gonna be.
They'll show us. They want to show us a new Zelda. They'll show us a new Mario.
Ooh.
I'd like to see some more of that Sonic, that new Sonic Dream World, Lost World or whatever, which is just Super Mario Galaxy but with Sonic. That's quite interesting because that's going to be quite fast paced and fun. I'd like to see, maybe one day in the near future they'll show us a new title that's not on the 3DS that no one ever buys but is actually quite good. I'd like to see
Smash Brothers is coming to the 3DS.
I'd like to see
dude, that's gonna be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that. I'd face Smash Brothers on the 3DS.
I'd like to see a new HD title from Nintendo that doesn't take advantage of the shitty ass controller that doesn't you can use with a I'd like to introduce a nice sexy new controller and get rid of the old one.
You'd like Wii U to have a nice controller. Yeah, I could dig it. Like a nice... See, Wii U, right? Just take the Dreamcast controller. It's the same colour. It's fine. Just take the Dreamcast controller, knock it up, put another analog stick on there, and you're done.
Yeah.
Job's a good one. You're off. But I doubt they will.
So that's what I'd like to see from Nintendo. Anyway, if you've watched this video to the end, let us know what you like to see in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and whatever else people say at the end of videos. Thanks very much. Take care.
See you later.